Keto Mayo, take one.
Hi everyone. Today I'm going to show you how I make my bacon mayonnaise or bacon mayo. Hi, I'm Anita from ketogenicwoman.com, where I share recipes for carnivore and keto and other cooking ideas and keto information. If you're new here, please hit subscribe and watch some of my other videos. Thank you. Okay, so let's get started with making the mayonnaise. First I just want to talk about mayo in general. It's really economical to make your own, and it's a lot easier than most people think. I use a stick blender. You can use a whisk, and you can also use a blender, but I generally find doing it this way is a little more reliable in results. I do have a couple of other mayos to talk about. So back when I started keto, which was practically in the stone age of the keto world, there wasn't really a lot of other mayos on the market other than Hellmann's, and so this is kind of what I grew up on with keto. It does have canola oil in it, so I know a lot of people poo-poo that. It does have sugar down in the 6th or 7th ingredient, 0 carbs. So you know what? I had a lot of successful years doing keto, using Hellmann's. Weight loss speaks for itself. I've lost over 120 pounds now. If this is all you have, this is all you can afford, I'm not going to judge you. Now, on the other hand, I picked this up yesterday at my local natural foods market. It says Keto Mayonnaise, and it's made with coconut oil. $10.99.
$10.99
for this little jar.
So I'm going to keep this in the fridge for those times when I don't have my own homemade mayonnaise, because it's not a bad option. It contains coconut oil, egg yolk, water, vinegar, salt, mustard, organic rosemary extract, and that's it. So, and it's good till December of 2021. So it'll probably get used by myself and other people in the family. But honestly, the best thing to do is to make your own, and the one I'm going to make today is good for carnivore as well as keto. It uses 2 eggs, and it uses leftover bacon fat, which is free, plus another couple little additions to add some flavor. It is really good. It's really easy. So I'm just going to put these 2 back in the fridge and let's get started. So here's the things you need to get started with this. I'm going to use 2 egg yolks. I'm going to use a little salt and white pepper. I'm having an issue with black pepper, so I'm using white. Touch of Primal Kitchen mustard. It's sort of like a brown spicy mustard, so it adds a bit of zing. A little bit of apple cider vinegar. You could just use water to thin out the mayonnaise if you don't, if you're a carnivore purist and just want the egg yolks and the bacon fat, be my guest, add a little bit of water, a little bit of salt. I just find those 2 things add a little bit more flavor. Oh yes, and bacon grease. So I save mine in this nice heavy canister. This is always beside my sink, beside the stove on the counter, and it has a little screen, and that filters kind of the debris. You can see there's debris on the top, and down below you have nice bacon fat. So I'm going to start by measuring out how much I need, which is ½ a cup. You can see it's at room temperature. It's kind of soft. It almost looks like the consistency of mayonnaise already. I think I might just soften it up a bit more, make it just a bit more liquidy in the microwave. It won't need that much, maybe 20-30 seconds at most. Okay, so I softened it up. I didn't make it completely clear liquid. I don't want it to be hot. There, it's like not even barely warm to the touch, but it is liquid, so that's good. Now I need my egg yolks. I have made mayonnaise with whole eggs before, and I was never really very happy with the results. I think making it with egg yolks is the way to go. So I'm putting the egg yolks directly into the jar that I'm going to be mixing the mayonnaise in. Okay, there might be a little bit of egg white going in there. That part is not mission critical. As long as it's 99%, 95% egg yolk, we're good. So I've put my egg yolks right into the jar. This is the jar that I will store in the fridge. It's just a little pint jam jar, I guess is what it is. I make the mayonnaise right in the same jar that I'm going to store it. So what I'm going to do is...
This is the wrong jar.
I have a jar, and that's not it.
Maybe that was the same. I had a jar. Maybe it's down here.
Okay, so cooking prep tip, make sure the jar you choose, your stick fits in there. I have a jar that looks just like this, that's just the width of that, and I thought that's the one I grabbed. I looked, I cannot find that jar, so maybe somebody recycled it, I don't know. But I have this other jar, this is good too. I prefer the jar to be a little bit taller. It just works better, but I guess we'll see how we do. So I'm gonna, yeah, see, it's not very deep. But hopefully this will still work. Okay, so I'm going to start adding in my slightly melted bacon fat. Okay, so we have this. Needs some salt for sure. So I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of redmond salt and a quarter teaspoon of white pepper. I'm going to add just a little squirt of the brown mustard. That would be like about a teaspoon is what you want to put in there if you want to measure it. Like I said, it's optional. And for a little zing, I'll start with a teaspoon and then see what I get here of apple cider vinegar. Gives it that tang. I think I'm going to add just another pinch of salt. So, this is, you can season this the way you like it, whatever you think. If you don't want as much salt, then that's fine. I just want it to have just a bit more flavor. I'm adding another quarter teaspoon. And I think I'm going to do one more bit of, one more bit of apple cider vinegar. So you want the mayonnaise to be on the runny side because when you store this in the fridge, because it has bacon fat in it, it's going to harden that a bit. And so if it goes into the fridge too thick, and this is the problem I've had in the past where I've used more bacon fat, less eggs, whatever, it was too thick, too much bacon fat, and then I've got a hard mess. I have to keep it in the fridge because it's got raw eggs in it. But then you have this hard mayonnaise. What can you do with that? It's just not very appetizing, and I've ended up throwing away lots.
Okay, I like that. That's good.
Let's get all that mayonnaise goodness into the jar here. So then it's a matter of just cleaning up the jar a bit. Now the color is going to depend on what you put in it and your eggs. Some people use the eggs with bright orange yolks. You're going to have really yellow mayonnaise. Now I like this consistency. It looks like a sauce now, but a couple of hours in the fridge and this will be not too hard, not too soft. It'll be like a spreadable mayonnaise. So kind of liking that. Yeah, it's got the right amount of tanginess. I like that. So now we put it in the fridge, and what you can do with this mayonnaise is obvious. Anything you do with regular mayonnaise. So deviled eggs, chicken salad. I really like it with cold, thinly sliced steak. It's something you can dip into. You can even make a kind of a hollandaise sauce with it, or like a substitute to hollandaise sauce if you wanted to. Yeah, just so you just have that extra little something for a condiment. Because if there's not any condiments that you buy like this is a $10 bottle of mustard. So keto condiments are expensive. And you saw the mayonnaise that I bought. What would this cost? Like, I don't know what, 50 cents at most. So it's a good deal. And I think you'll like it, you know, if you follow what I did here. So there we go. Thank you. Okay, let me just do it again then, just for better flow. Hi, in today's video, we're going to make, blah, blah, blah. Do not put that in the video.